What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be going through my SPY and QQQ levels going into this week, my zones, my supply and demand zones, and how I find them. My plan is to do this every week so you guys can stay ready with me. If you guys enjoy this, make sure to subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So SPY, as you can see, my chart is extremely messy, but that is because we were in an uptrend and now we are starting to consolidate up here. If we go over to the daily chart, we can see that the consolidation is real. It does look like a bull flag a little bit, but we are on the bottom of it. With that being stated, my bias will stay neutral for this week. My zones typically come from the 1 hour and 4 hour time frames. If we go look at this 1 hour chart here, we can see many of my zones. They all are generated from significant moves. Now, here you can see SPY had a nice move up, and then we had a significant move down that continued the next day. So therefore, I plotted my zone at the top of this candle, and I moved it all the way to current price action. As you can see, we had one day where we spiked up a little bit past it, candle failed to pass that zone, and we ended up trending down ever since. Now, we almost came back up to that level again and got rejected, and we got pushed down. So I made another zone here. This is a very, very small zone, around a 15-minute zone. And sometimes I look at these 15-minute zones as continuation zones or even rejection zones or reversal zones. That's fine. But you got to have price action to confirm, rather than if you go to the 1 hour zone, there's more probability of the price action actually reversing. My zones that I'll be focusing on this week for SPY, as price action is at 407, is this 412 area, this 415, 416 area, this 404, 405 area, and then this 400 to 398 area. This strategy is so simple that it's almost confusing. I have these zones here, but really I wait for price action to confirm my zones. So last week I called out multiple trades in Team Bull on QQQ, and I want to show you what price action looks like when it confirms. As you can see on the 5-minute time frame, we entered this zone, exited this zone, retested once, twice, and made a large move down. That is price action confirmation. We see a 5-minute hammer candle form here, an exit out of our zone, candle closes below our zone, and sellers push it down. Trading this, you would see this entry of the zone, the exit of the zone, and the candle close, and you would enter your position. Your stop loss would be above the high or above the zone, so either above this 5-minute high or above the zone, depending on what you're willing to risk. Now we come back up, we retest that area once, twice, not getting stopped out, and we're able to catch this large move to the downside. This is exactly how we play our zones every single day in Team Bull. Looking at QQQ this week, my demand zones are at 298, 293, and my supply zones are above 308, 310, and potentially a high of 313 to 312 area. These are my zones for this week. Now, you might be seeing all these lines on my charts, all these zones, and you might be like, this is crazy, this looks stupid, but it works. It depends on where price action opens. The best part of using supply and demand zones is that you have the ability to draw out scenarios. If QQQ opens up at this 301, I'm going to be looking for a possible continuation to the downside. Now, we did pop off of this demand zone. However, since we are opening up very, very close to this zone, I definitely can see this zone acting as a continuation zone, a drop, base, drop to the downside. Now, say if we open up this at this 303 area, I'm going to be looking for a continuation to the upside and a possible rejection at this 308 or 310 area. There's so many scenarios we can put in our mind, but they all start from our analysis of the daily chart and the pre-market action. Depending on where QQQ and SPY open tomorrow will be how I base my scenarios. These are my zones this week. This is exactly what I'm watching. If you have any questions about my strategy, these zones, or anything else, make sure to comment down below. Thank you for watching. Peace out.